Timbers Den, everyone. My name is Whitney, and welcome to another CAS Monday. Today, we are creating Janine Rutherford, who is going to be kind of my stereotypical grandma sim for my save file, but not so much either. So, for her, I kind of wanted to balance the different stereotypical traits you think of when you think of a grandma sim with the fact that she's still a woman and she was a young woman at one point, so she has a little bit of history. And even now she's a woman, she has insecurities and doubts and such that she struggles with. And especially for her, she lost her husband recently, and so next week, if you tune back in, I'm going to be creating her daughter and grandchildren. And so I'm also going to create her husband, just like I did last week for the third sister. I'm going to create her husband briefly, and then he is going to pass away in the game, so they have that memory system, and he might still be a ghost that wanders in the world, but he's not truly a part of the save file or character I'm creating. He's more, to create her daughter and have that memory system for her as well. But I really like Janine here. So for her, she wants to have a successful lineage. She's neat, she's family oriented, and she is sweet. And in game, she also likes baking and knitting, things like that, which are kind of the stereotypical things you think of when you think of a grandma. But for her personality and looks, she definitely is concerned with aging. And so for her hairstyle, I do give her this hairstyle right here, and I decided to go with black with just a little bit of gray. I don't think she's ready to embrace the full gray or white look, and so she definitely keeps it dyed, but the gray definitely shows through on her roots a little bit. And then for her wrinkles as well, I found a skin detail that kind of smoothed them out a little bit. I definitely think she would be obsessed with like skin products, trying to diminish the wrinkles as much as possible. And she definitely gets up every morning and puts her hair up and curls it so it looks like this, and then she puts on a little bit of makeup and such just to kind of look a little bit presentable and kind of boost her confidence a little bit as well. I definitely think that's something she would do. So I really like her, and I think she's a perfect combination between the sweet stereotypical grandma and still being a woman who's finding herself after being a mother and a wife for so many years. I think a lot of women balance that really well, but I think for some women, they also lose themselves a little bit. They put all their focus into being the best mother and wife they can, that they don't always take time for themselves. And so for Janine here, that she was definitely one of those women. She just didn't really take time for herself. She wanted to be the best wife and mother she could. And this was a little bit back in older times, and so the wife really took care of the husband, cooking and packing their lunch and doing their laundry, things like that. And for her, she actually really enjoyed being that housewife type. And so now that she's on her own, her husband's gone, her child's grown, and even her grandchildren are older as well. They're going into young adulthood, and so she doesn't have little ones to kind of take care of and spoil anymore. It's just her. And so she's kind of learning to find new activities and hobbies and things that she enjoys. I mean, she still very much enjoys knitting and baking, but she doesn't have anybody to make stuff for anymore. So she probably sells, I like that they added the Plopsy thing. So she probably does that. She doesn't really need the money, but it's a little bit of extra money for her as well. And it gives her something to do with everything she knits. And maybe she still bakes, but her daughter's probably like, no more, mom, no more. Like, we have enough baked goods, things like that. So I'm really looking forward to playing her in the future. But we are working on her outfits now, and I do give her a wedding ring that she still wears, so she has that in every outfit. And then I give her some diamond earrings, which I figure was maybe in a more expensive anniversary gift her husband gave her one year. He really saved up to give her that gift, and and so she really loves those, and she still wears those often as well. But for this first look, I knew I kind of wanted to go like with a skirt and sweater type look, just something very comfy. This would be her at home. She's baking or knitting outfit, so it's very comfortable and functional and just cozy, but she's still put together. She still got up, got dressed, and is just ready for the day. Even if she is just staying at home, taking care of things at home. So I really like this look, and like I said, for her makeup, I didn't go too heavy handed. She definitely would wear makeup. She wants to kind of diminish, the aging, the wrinkles, and things like that, but she's not heavy handed by any means. And so this is her everyday look, and I really did like it. And then for her formal look here, I went with more like not like high end formal by any means, more kind of like businessy formal. So I found I was originally gonna go with two pieces, and I liked the skirt, but I couldn't find a top that I liked with it in this color, and I didn't want to go for black at all. This would have worked okay, but I just didn't quite like it. And then this top, I didn't like either, and so I ended up going for the full body look, and I did find the dress, this one here, that is the dress with the jacket over top, and I thought that looked really nice. It would be good for formal, maybe if her husband had a banquet for work or something, this is what she would wear. And I did give her leggings as well, obviously the heels, but I really thought she would have been the type it's proper to wear stockings, for a formal event. And so I really struggled though to find the stockings that I wanted, and I ended up going with these ones here. But I really like her. And then again, very light on the makeup. She definitely, like I said, she wants to look presentable, and so she wears her makeup. But I tied in the yellow eyeshadow with the yellow on her blazer there, and then just a light lipstick again, and then of course she has her diamond earrings. um I really love her, and she's so cute, and I'm really excited to create her daughter. This will be like the first family that I'm creating in different households, so I'm really excited for that. But I think she's just adorable, and I absolutely love her to pieces. And so for her athletic wear, I went pretty basic. You can see she really kind of likes these pink, like more feminine colors. And so I just did the spa day pants, and then just this top that kind of works well with the pants, and then pink for the shoes to kind of tie in with the rest of her colors. And she still has her earring and her ring, but she doesn't really wear makeup for working out or for bedtime either. And so for bedtime, I wanted a long nightgown, and there's really not a whole lot of good options for that in The Sims, but I did have this piece here, so that's what I ended up going with. I didn't like it in the patterns at all, but I liked it in that solid, same, kind of salmon color that really complements her very well. And then for her party look, I debated with a dress, and I like this one here, but I really didn't like the shoulders there, the bare arms. I didn't think she would necessarily go for that look except for at bedtime. And so I found this little cardigan shirt here, which I thought was really cute, and again, very feminine and pink, which she likes. And then I did go with this skirt, which I wanted to use for her formal look, but I didn't want it in black. It worked really well in black here. I did struggle with the shoes on this look because I wanted a pink, but it was hard to find a pink that matched that top. With the shoes, they're just too bright or too soft. And so I kind of really struggled, and I debated like little black heels, but I really didn't want the black. I like it personally for myself when it's kind of broken up a little bit. And so I ended up finding like kind of a grayish white that matches the undershirt that's under the cardigan, and that's what I ended up going with because I didn't like any of the pinks, and I didn't like the black. I wanted to kind of break it up. And so you'll see here in a second I go with like these heels, And I did find like some flats that I thought, well, maybe she would want to be comfortable. But if she's going out, I think she would put in the effort, and she would definitely be kind of the heels. She would think of it. She would think it's proper to wear heels and such. So I could definitely see her wearing heels even when she's going out with friends. And so you can see I'm flipping back and forth between these flats and those heels, but I do end up going with the heels. I don't put on any stockings for this one just because this is a little bit more of a casual, she's going to meet up with friends type of look. And so I don't necessarily think that it would be a must to wear stockings. So you definitely could, but I think she would have opted not to in this case as well. And then I used a little bit of pink makeup, so a little bit of pink eyeshadow and pink lipstick to tie into the top and everything like that. And I think I give her a necklace. I do. Just a little bit. It's more of a casual day out, so she might put on a little extra piece of jewelry for that as well. And for her swimwear, I love what I ended up going with. This old school style swimsuit. I absolutely loved it, and I went back and forth between the pink and this blue, and I like the blue a little bit better since I've been using so many pink colors on the rest of her outfit. I ended up going with that blue one, and it still has the pink in there as well. And I do like that it kind of shows off her tattoos, which are a little cheeky touch, from her from her younger years. And so I like that you get a sneak of that. Most of the time she kind of keeps that covered up. It's her own little secret there, but for her bedtime outfit, which nobody would necessarily see her in, they show through. And then for her swimwear, if she's going swimming, they show through there as well. So this is her hot weather look, and so I just went with a little button-up tee, a little bit more of a casual look, definitely comfortable for the summer months. So I went with this button-up shirt and then just some capris, and then I did find some flats that worked nicely as well. And again, just light makeup, light pink and eyeshadow and lipstick to go with the top and the shoes and such. So I think she's just so cute. I love her. And this outfit is actually something I could see my grandma wearing, so I really like that. My grandma's not really the skirt type of grandma, so I could see her wearing, actually I have seen her wear like capris and a nice button-up shirt before. So and then for her winter wear, I didn't like any of the jackets. They didn't feel grandma enough for me, and so I went with this sweater here in the same color that I've used previously, and then just some leggings there. And then the boots were probably the hardest part because, again, matching the color. I wanted the same color as the shirt, but that wasn't happening. So I do go with some black boots with just a little detail on the top there. And I could have gone all black for the bottom. That would have been fine, but like I said, I like to just break up, and so she does have black booties, but they're just a little bit different there. And then for her makeup, nothing was gonna match that top, so I just went for like a little smoky look and then just basic lipstick again. But she's very cute, and I love her so much, and I can't wait, like I said, to see her in my game. And I definitely have a soft spot in my heart. Like I said, this time of year I think of grandma and mom and home and cooking and things like that. So I'm really excited to have her in my game and see her around in the different worlds, and I'm probably going to play her a little bit too. And so this is her little kitty named Precious, and for the cat I gave her affectionate and clever, and I can't remember the last one there. She has friendly, that's it. And so that's her cat, Precious. But that is it. I'm going to leave you to her looks, and remember to check back in on Friday so you can see her build. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and please like this video. See you guys later. Bye.